Hello, my loves. This is Yelena, if we haven't met already, and welcome to my channel, Living Healthy with Yelena. Thank you so much for joining me for another awesome astrological energy update, as well as ritual and guided meditation. If you haven't joined me for one of these before, we're going to stick with the format of doing the energy update first, and then moving into the guided meditation in the final portion. So if you want to make yourself nice and comfortable, open those ears and get ready to take in all the magnificence of these astrological energies that are in our forefront. This coming Friday, October 16th, we have a new moon happening in the sign of Libra. This is occurring at 23 degrees. Now, we're in the balsamic moon phase, leading up to this new moon. During this phase, the moon resembles just a teeny tiny sliver of reflected light because the moon does reflect the light of the sun. And this little sliver is also known as the Crescent moon, which might be more familiar to all of you. This is the waning crescent moon, to be exact. Now, the moon starts waning after a full moon when we're headed towards a new moon. It's when its visible surface area is getting smaller and smaller. Now, back to the balsamic moon phase just for a moment. Being a moon child myself, having a Cancer moon and rising sign, which the moon rules over Cancer, I'm definitely tuned into the constant changes of the moon phases. Always feeling very deeply and very sensitive to the constant ebb and flow of emotions. If you are a fellow Cancer out there, leave me a comment below if you know what I mean. It can be pretty intense. Now, during this time, I'm feeling the constant need to rest, retreat, take a break from the normal schedule of being constantly busy. Just really allowing myself to sleep in, and even take a major break from things that deplete my energy. Things like social media and constant interaction with other people. And you might also be feeling these energies right now too, but really maybe not knowing why you were feeling it. And that's why I feel like tuning into these moon phases is so very important and can be really beneficial in terms of helping us understand what these energies are that we're moving through. This is exactly what the balsamic phase is asking of us. It's a time for rest, to recharge, and to integrate all the letting go and everything that has happened to us and in our lives since this last full moon, which occurred on October 1st. Do you remember having an extremely exhausting day where you just wanted to do nothing but come home and jump right into bed? You fell fast asleep only to wake up extremely refreshed, full of vitality, with a fully charged battery and optimistic outlook on life. The balsamic phase is the monthly sleep time to replenish ourselves to begin again at the new moon when the entire moon cycle begins again. If there's one moon phase you honor during this cycle, it should be this one, the balsamic phase. Now, when you take advantage of this resting period, you're much more able to enter the new moon cycle with your best foot forward. This is a time when instinct and intuition are high, so pay extra attention for what comes up for you at this time. We need not only focus rest on sleeping hours, but throughout the rest of our day as well. And I know that we all still have to work. There's things that must be done throughout the day, but taking extra time to just relax through these tasks if at all possible. Your subconscious mind at this time is sorting through and filing your experiences. integrating what you've been through this past moon cycle to help you understand all of this on a much more deeper and practical level. It clears out unneeded aspects like old feelings and old emotions that are no longer needed. Physical energy is low. Psychic energy, though, is at an all-time high. You may feel like doing a lot, but your body is fighting against that and is extremely tired. I just ask you to honor that if possible. It's just for a couple of days, my friends. It even took me a lot of energy to put together this report, record it, do all the editing and everything that goes into it, which I'm usually very excited about, and I have a lot of natural energy in that department. And I wanted to get this information out so badly, just because I know that if I'm going through it, you are all going through it as well. And it makes it so much easier, like I said before, if we have a better understanding of why, right? So I wanted to make sure I got all of this information out to you during this time. Sometimes just being able to wrap our minds around all of it and have a deeper understanding of why things are occurring, it can help us get through the energies a lot easier. Now this Friday, the cycle begins again with a new moon. This is a time of new beginnings. However, being that we just entered a Mercury retrograde period as well this week, it's not necessarily the best time for starting anything new here in terms of new projects, entering into new contracts or agreements, and even starting new relationships. As exciting as they may look at the time, it could be deceiving. This new moon is happening in the balanced, loving sign of Libra. Libra rules the parts of the body such as the kidneys, the lumbar spine, which includes the lower spinal region as well as the lower back, the buttocks, bladder, skin, and pancreas. So these organs will be extra sensitive at this time, so it's a great time to give them some extra care if needed. Right now, you may feel the need for more balance in your everyday life as well as in your interpersonal relationships. Libra season is associated with the harvest. It's said to be a time when the crops were weighed on the scale in order to see what the yield was of the previous season. And with that said, it's the perfect time for us to weigh in our personal lives to see where we're at, what we've achieved, or maybe what we haven't achieved. Where we need more harmony, more peace, more balance. It's a time of bringing ourselves into harmony with the truth of what is, and maybe what and where we need to bring more into balance to get where we're trying to go in life. So it's a time to reset our goals. Maybe our goals aren't in alignment right now like they used to. We need to rearrange and restructure a couple things with where we're at in our lives right now. This is a super new moon, which means it's orbiting at its closest position to the Earth. With this rare occurrence, this makes the energy much more heightened in its intensity than usual. This energy may make you a bit more indecisive in whichever area Libra represents in your natal chart. It's time to set our intentions for what we want to bring into our lives with the next 6-month period, culminating at the Libra full moon, which will be in April 2021. So these goals, these intentions that you're setting right now will come to fruition and a culmination during that full moon next April. So you've got some time to work on them. Maybe we have some huge project or goal that we're working towards, or maybe we just want more balance and peace in our lives. Whatever it is, I invite you to answer the following questions internally or maybe inside of your journal. Feel free to pause the video after each one for some additional time to focus on the question. Starting with, What is your relationship with your shadow self? Your shadow qualities, those qualities that we sometimes don't want to take a look at within ourselves. Is your routine supporting you mentally, physically, and spiritually? And where can you incorporate more balance and self-care to make it so that it is? What is an idea that's been floating around in your head lately? Could this possibly be a step towards illuminating a new path for you? What in your life do you need to let go of to come more into balance? And finally, what brings you the most joy in life and allows you to be your most authentic self? And how can you incorporate more of that in your life? During new moons and full moons, it can be really beneficial with this intention setting and letting go to incorporate different rituals, which journaling and reflective questions, going inward can be really great rituals. But if you'd like to incorporate a couple additional things, I have some suggestions for you. Next, there's a couple mantras. Mantras are extremely powerful little phrases that we say to ourselves internally, or maybe even out loud during our new moon ceremony. Things that'll help to keep us on track, really reprogram our subconscious mind, and motivate us, keep us optimistic. Here are two powerful mantras for this new moon in Libra. My life is harmonious and balanced. And my relationships are supportive and happy. Feel free to use either of those mantras in your ritual. Continuing on with the reflective questions, the journal prompts, and the mantras, it can be very powerful at this time to cleanse yourself and your space with things such as sage, Palo Santo, and maybe even some incense. Taking a salt bath, maybe even creating a vision board or a goal list. Practicing grounding techniques and exercises like walking barefoot, yoga, and meditation. And last but certainly not least, one final idea for you in terms of rituals would be to clean out your house. Just another aspect of cleansing you and your space and starting new. Now, before rushing into goal and intention setting, I would like to suggest that you spend plenty of time in self-reflection, meditation, and weighing out all of your goals to bring in that perfect balance and crystal clear direction. One last thing before our meditation today. If you're like me and feeling a lack of motivation at this time, just know that this is completely normal with these energies we're in, and it will pass in the next few days. This Libra new moon is communicating with the sun in what's called an opposition, which can be a challenging communication between the planets. With the sun being our vitality, our drive and motivation, and Mars being our life force energy. Mars is already slowed down and almost in a sleeping sort of state. The sun in its fall, which is in a position not where it likes to be, which is in the sign of Libra. So you could look at this as if the sun is in a house of someone that it doesn't know and realizes it's a person it doesn't like. It's uncomfortable. It's not an easy place for it to be. So with these things in mind, if you feel tired, unmotivated, off path, and not sure what to do next or how to move forward, take this time to go within and just get centered. Because when this energy clears, more of your path will be revealed to you. Hang in there, my friends. The energy will shift soon. Find yourself in either a comfortable seated position or lying down on your bed, getting cozy with blankets and maybe fluffing up your pillow a bit. Any relaxing position that makes you feel most comfortable right now. Making sure you feel at ease and completely pain-free. If you need to add some additional support, you could sit on a pillow or maybe a yoga block or blanket. This meditation will be focusing on our divine guidance and direction in life. Divine guidance comes naturally when we remove all the thoughts, worries, and conditions from the surface of our heart. Our themes to focus here will be wisdom, guidance, and direction. Take a few moments to create space for yourself. Finding a place for deep relaxation. So whether you're sitting upright or lying down, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Close your eyes and begin to breathe, focusing in, honing in on the breath. If you're in a seat, feel free to lie your arms down softly on your thighs. If lying down, allow the arms and the legs and the rest of the body to sink further down into your bed or into the floor. Once you find your moment, take some deep breaths in through your nose and exhale through the mouth. Take a moment to appreciate and acknowledge all the good things that you currently have in your life. Bringing in that gratitude for all the people, the knowledge, whether it be health and wellness, a safe place to call home, a comfortable bed. Acknowledging that now. Now it's time to focus a little bit more on your soul and a little bit less on the material, physical world. Try and focus on the rhythm of your breath, to the sound of the vital energy inside of you, and open up to the divine guidance. Keep in mind that divine guidance is not something for which you have to look, but rather it's something that comes from within, hidden behind the surface of made-up worries, self-criticism, schedules, and social masks. You just have to release it and give it the chance to shine and to lead your way. What you're looking for is the perfect union of your body and soul. A balanced and serene mood and attitude. It prepares a fertile soil to grow amazing, beautiful flowers as divine insights from your higher self come forth. This is the day and the time to let your walls down and feel free to show up with no defenses, vulnerable, completely and widely open. Take a long, deep breath in and a long, deep breath out. Listen to the sound of your breath becoming heavier and heavier. Use this moment to focus on your emotions and how you really feel. Focus on your breath, creating a soothing and intimate environment to cultivate a new, improved, mindful, and open mindset this new moon in Libra. As you continue to focus in, the sound of your breath with its vibrational frequencies will show up. It will spread all over your body, nourishing at a different stage, at a deeper level. release your sense of discomfort, of loneliness, of insecurity. Experience the present moment. Take a deep breath in and visualize a door. Exhale and try to open the door with all your energy. You see the light waiting for you on the other side. Begin to connect to that light and enjoy every single ray you see. Feel it all over your face, nice and warm, filling your heart and your spirit. Give your inner self the chance to discover and explore all its abilities, all its powers and energy. Take another deep breath in and a long breath out, but with a sigh. Rub your hands together and generate a little heat between your palms. Put them on your eyes once they're warm. Take these last precious moments to acknowledge your commitment to self-development and evolution on this lovely journey of life. To bringing that light into your life. When you're ready, put your hands down at heart center. Gently open your eyes. And together, we bow. Namaste, my friends. Happy full moon in Aries to you. Best wishes on your intention and goal setting, and all of those brilliant new beginnings coming your way. Thank you for joining me for another energy report, as well as ritual and meditation. If you're still with me here, leave me 3 crescent moon emojis in the comments below, as well as anything you've taken away from this video today. Can't wait to see you in the next video. Peace and lots of love coming your way.